So we are going to learn the second lesson. Exactly, it is not second lesson, it is a second class of your EDC subject for second year students of EC. The first device, the first electronic device we are going to learn. So already we learned the basics and fundamentals of the material which is going to be used as a semiconductor, which is going to be used as a material which is the suppose we have a diode, then it needs a material which is nothing but a semiconductor material. Germanium and silicon are going to be the semiconducting materials at that time, because your textbook is Millman and he wrote this book very long years ago. That is the reason at that time only germanium and silicon are the highly used semiconducting materials. Nowadays technology is developed very fastly, so we have so many devices other than silicon and germanium, right? So we know germanium and silicon are the two semiconducting devices, now materials. So if we place a p-type semiconducting material and a n-type semiconducting material side by side, what happens? That we are going to see. So to match these two, we have different methods that you will learn in your MTech in VLSI, embedded system fabrication will be there. So if you place p-type semiconducting material and n-type semiconducting material side by side, then what happens? That we are going to learn now. So this is the basic electronic device. So this is called as a diode. This is called as a diode, in which we will have two semiconductor materials and they will form a junction, and that is called PN junction. That is called a PN junction, and PN junction diode. PN junction diode is the name of this device. Now, instead of taking a semiconducting material and making it p-type semiconductor and taking another intrinsic semiconducting material and making it n-type material, instead of doing that laborious job, if you take a piece of material, either germanium or silicon, and if you introduce one type of impurities in this side and the other type of impurities in this side, that means trivalent and pentavalent, this will be converted as PN junction diode. This will be converted as PN junction diode. Now, what happens? And we are going to study what are the electrical characteristics of this diode. What are the electrical characteristics and how this material will behave? That we are going to see now. Now you can observe here. Here on the left side we have p-type semiconductor material. On the right side we have n-type semiconducting material. Otherwise the same material which is doped with p-type impurity and the n-type impurity on both the sides, either side. So you will form a PN junction like this. Now what happens? And you know that in p-type material, this is nothing but acceptor. This is nothing but acceptor. It ready to accept any electron which comes to it. It is ready to accept any excess electron which comes to it. That means if it accepts an extra electron, then it will become a negative ion. It will become a negative ion. And on this side, here, this is a n-type semiconductor material. A very less energy is sufficient for this to break the covalent bond and throw the electron from its covalent bond. So a very less energy is sufficient for it. If one electron will go out of this material atom, then what happens, that atom will be positively ion. That means it will become the positive ion. So you can observe a group of negative ions, readily they are going to be negative ions, and a group of positive ions. That means at this present instant they are not ions, but at the room temperature they will become ions. So they will, at room temperatures, they will liberate all the electrons, and here also they are ready to accept the holes, sorry, electrons. So these are represented with this representative. That means this is an ion, a hole is here. Combinedly it is an atom. It is an atom. That means here is an ion, here is an hole. Combinedly it is an atom. So what happens? And already we have learned that there is a phenomena which is called diffusion, and this diffusion does not need any external electrical energy. So how this diffusion will work means, if there is a lot of concentration, higher concentration material is there, or higher concentration of charged particles is there, and a lower concentration of charged particles is on the other side, then there is definitely a movement of charged particles from higher concentration towards to the lower concentration. So this is nothing but a diffusion. And what we learned is the movement of charge is nothing but a current. So here what happens in p-type material, there is a lot of charge carrier occurs is nothing but hole. That means a large number of holes will be available, which is a unit positive charge we will consider it as. And on the other side, due to the thermal energy, that is due to the temperature, there will be breaking of covalent bonds and whole electron pairs will be formed. Already if you have 100 holes here, then in this, if you have 100 atoms here, then you may have 98 holes due to the doping and 2 holes and electrons due to the bonds breakage due to the thermal energy. మొత్తం ఒక 100 ఉంటే కనుక ఒక 98 డోపింగ్ వల్ల వచ్చే హోల్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఒక 2 హోల్స్ ఏమో థర్మల్ ఎనర్జీ వల్ల బాండ్స్ బ్రేక్ అయ్యి వచ్చేస్తాయి. అలాగే ఒక ఈ థర్మల్ ఎనర్జీ వల్ల కనుక 2 బాండ్స్ బ్రేక్ అయితే 2 హోల్స్ బయట 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ బయటకు వస్తాయి. ఆ 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ 2 హోల్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తాయి. అంటే టోటల్ 100లో 98 ఆటమ్స్ లో మొత్తం 100 ఆటమ్స్ ఉంటే దాంట్లో ఇలాంటి రేషియో ఉంటుంది. అంటే దాని అర్థం ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ 100 హోల్స్ ఉంటాయి, 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి. The same thing happens here also. Here also we will have 100 atoms, so we will get 98 electrons, free electrons due to doping, and due to the bonds breakage due to the thermal temperature, room temperature దగ్గర ఒక 2 బాండ్స్ బ్రేక్ అయితే 2 హోల్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పెయిర్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. అంటే 2 హోల్స్ 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి అనుకుందాం, జస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. అంటే ఏంటి, డోపింగ్ వల్ల 98 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ వస్తే హోల్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పెయిర్స్ లోంచి ఒక 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, 100 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఇక్కడ 2 హోల్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, హియర్ we are having 100 holes, here we are having 2 holes. Here we are having 100 electrons, here we are having 2 electrons. There is a lot of concentration gradient. That means we are having high concentration of holes here, very low concentration of holes here. So what happens? Due to this concentration gradient, that means concentration difference, definitely holes will move towards the lower concentration region. So holes will move. This happens without any external energy, without connecting any battery. So naturally, because of this phenomena, holes will move. In the same way, electrons will move. So there is a passage of a charge across the junction. Passage of charge across the junction. So what happens? Some recombination also occurs at this point. Due to the passage of the charge carriers across the junction, recombination also will be taking place. And we can observe one thing here, that all holes or all electrons cannot cross the junction. So what happens? Em jarugutadi akkada anadi main. So lightly first the passage of holes and electrons will happen at this layer. Junction ki daggaraga unna layer lo adi start avutayi. Start ayinappudu em avutadi? There will be a depletion of charge carriers. If holes move towards n-type material and electron moves towards p-type material, and there will not be any free electron or free hole. Movable charges will not be there. Movable charges will cross the junction. So only immovable charges will be left. Immovable charges will be left. And there is a depletion of mobile carriers. There is a depletion of mobile carriers, and that is the reason it is called depletion layer. It is called depletion layer. Depletion layer. And this depletion layer, what its work is that it is ready to oppose the further movement of the holes or electrons, or further movement of the mobile charges across the junction. So ila move avadam valla form ayyinde malla aa movement ki addam anamata. lens la kuda ide cheptadi. ఏమవుతుంది, మీకు సముద్రం ఉందనుకోండి, సముద్రం అల బలంగా వస్తుంది. బలంగా వచ్చినప్పుడు అది బలంగా వచ్చినప్పుడు ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయిన గాలే దాన్ని అపోజ్ చేస్తుంది. అంటే ఆ అలని ఇంకా ముందుకు వెళ్ళనివ్వదు. అంటే నేచర్లోనే ఇలాంటి ఫినామినా ఉంది. అట్లాగే ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ డిప్లీషన్ లేయర్ ఫామ్ అయిందో ఏమవుతుంది, లేయర్ ఫామ్ అయినప్పుడు వీఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ విత్ పాజిటివ్ అయాన్స్ అండ్ నెగటివ్ అయాన్స్, which is the region depleted of mobile charge carriers, not the charge carriers. Mobile charge carriers అంటే movable, move అయ్యే charge carriers ఉండవు, కానీ immobile charge carriers will be there. So what happens? We know that a positive charge will not sit, it will not simply sit. What it will do? It will produce electric line of force onto the negative charge. So there will be a electric line of force from positive charge towards the negative charge. So what it will create? It will create an electric field. What it will create? An electric field. So this electric field will oppose the further crossing or further movement of the holes from this and electrons from this. So what happens here? The variation in the electric field will produce a voltage. Variation in the electric field will produce a voltage which is called potential energy, which is nothing but a barrier potential. That means a potential which opposes the flow of electrons. So one point will come that one equilibrium or steady state condition will occur. No further free holes or electrons will cross the junction. So there will be a potential which is called barrier potential will be developed at the junction without giving any external electric energy. So this is the condition of a PN junction diode in the open circuit mode. In the open circuit mode. This is very important topic in your electronic subject. So now what happens? Ikkada idu chusam. So what is the width of the depletion layer? This depletion layer is also called as space charge region, depletion region or transition region. Depletion region, space charge region, space charge region are transition region. Transition region. So all these are the names of their depletion region, and the width of the depletion region is 0.5 micrometer or 0.5 microns. What is micro? 10 to the power of minus 6. ఒక మీటర్ని 10 లక్షల పార్ట్లు చేస్తే ఆ ఒక్క పార్ట్లో సగం చేస్తే ఎంత విడ్త్ వస్తుందో అంత విడ్త్ గుర్తు చేసుకోండి. అంటే ఒక మీటర్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది? మహా అయితే ఎంత ఉంటుంది ఒక మీటర్. ఆ మీటర్ని 10 lakhs పార్ట్స్ ఈక్వల్ పార్ట్స్ చేయాలి. చేసి దాంట్లో ఒక పార్ట్ తీసుకుని దాన్ని హాఫ్ చేస్తే ఎంత విడ్త్ ఉంటుందో అంత మైన్యూట్ విడ్త్ విల్ బి ద విడ్త్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ డిప్లీషన్ layer. So this will command or this will decide the behavior of your electronic device called PN junction diode. Understood? Next one. Now, so we can observe here, this is the charge density. What is the charge density across the junction? So we know that we have so many positive charges here. So this is the positive charge density along the right side of the junction, and a negative charge density along the left side of the junction. So this is the charge density. And next, and here this is nothing but the integration of this charge density will give electric field. If you integrate the charge density, then you will get the electric field. So what is the integration of this is going to be? This is the electric field which we will get. One is the decaying electric field, the other is the increasing electric field on the right side of the junction. Next one. Here variation in the electric field. Here electric field is not constant. You can observe one thing here. Here this is the constant potential. No variation in it. Why it is constant means here electric field is going to be constant. Electric field is going to be constant. So you are getting a constant voltage also here. But here there will be a variation in the electric field. Variation in the electric field is summed such that we will get the potential. We will get the potential. So how this potential? Here the potential will be like this. ఇది కొంచెం ఇలా ఉంది కానీ ఇలా ఇంక్రీజింగ్ మోడ్లో ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వేరియేషన్ విల్ బి లైక్ దిస్, ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వేరియేషన్ విల్ బి లైక్ దిస్. ఇదంతా కాన్స్టెంట్, ఇదంతా కాన్స్టెంట్. సో హియర్ we can notice this as a climbing hill. ఎలా నోటీస్ చేయాలి దీన్ని? క్లైంబింగ్ హిల్. సో when any other from P side, if any other hole is coming, if any other hole is coming, it cannot climb this. ఒక హోల్ వస్తే దీనిది ఎక్కలేదు. అర్థమవుతుందా? The same thing will happen for the N side also. So for the free charges, majority free charges are current carriers. For majority current carriers from P side, for holes it is uphill. From N side for electrons it is uphill. But for the minority charge carriers, what are the minority charge carriers? For electrons. And P side lo minority enti electrons rondo moodo untai, antakante ekku. So the same thing will become the downhill. ఇదే దీనికి ఏమవుతుంది? డౌన్ హిల్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజీ ఫర్ దీస్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ టు క్లైంబ్ టు గో డౌన్ టు ద హిల్ అండ్ కమ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ సైడ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద పిక్చర్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ PN junction diode. So what we can observe here, that the further transition or further movement of the majority charge carriers will be opposed by a potential which is called barrier potential, which will be caused by the movement of the holes or electrons or free carriers from one side to other side only. So this is about the PN junction diode. And now we are going to learn the electrical characteristics of the PN junction diode, how we will use PN junction diode in our circuits, and what it will do when it is connected in a circuit. That we are going to learn now. I hope you understood all this.